Hey everyone, Chris Fix here, and today we're tackling a trouble code that might have you seeing red on your dashboard, C1625. This little code packs a punch, indicating a potential issue with your steering angle sensor, specifically circuit B. Now, before you hit the panic button, let's break down what this code means and what you can do about it. This code is serious business. It means your car's computer, the brain behind all the fancy electronics, isn't getting the right signals from the steering angle sensor. This sensor is like your car's internal compass, telling the computer which way your wheels are pointing. When this communication breaks down, it can throw a wrench in your car's stability control system. Without the steering angle sensor working properly, your car might not know how to react in emergency situations, increasing the risk of losing control. This isn't something to ignore. We need to figure out what's causing this communication breakdown and get it fixed ASAP. So buckle up as we dive deeper into the potential culprits behind C1625, explore some troubleshooting tips, and most importantly, emphasize the importance of seeking professional help when needed. Stay tuned. Before we get our hands dirty, let's understand why this sensor is so important. Imagine you're driving down the road and suddenly you hit a patch of ice. Your car starts to skid, and for a split second you lose control. This is where the steering angle sensor steps in like a superhero. This sensor, typically located beneath your steering wheel, constantly measures the angle of your steering wheel. It's like a protractor, but instead of telling you the angle for your geometry homework, it's sending this vital information to your car's computer several times per second. This information is crucial for your car's electronic stability control, traction control, and even your anti-lock braking system. These systems rely on knowing the steering angle to determine if your car is going in the direction you want it to. If it senses a discrepancy, it can take action to help you regain control. So, when you see that C1625 code, it means this crucial communication line between the sensor and the computer is disrupted. But why? Let's explore the usual suspects in the next section. One of the most common culprits behind the dreaded C1625 is a simple wiring issue. Think of it like this. The steering angle sensor is trying to send a message to the computer, but the phone line is down. This phone line is the wiring harness that connects the sensor to the car's electrical system. Over time, these wires can become damaged, corroded, or even completely severed. A loose connection can also interrupt the flow of information. Visual inspection is key here. Get under your dash, near the steering column, and take a close look at the wiring harness connected to the steering angle sensor. Are there any visible signs of damage, like fraying, cuts, or burns? Check for corrosion, especially if you live in a humid or coastal area. Wiggle the connectors gently. Are they loose or making a rattling sound? Any of these signs could indicate a wiring issue that needs attention. While wiring issues are a common culprit, sometimes the problem lies within the steering angle sensor itself. Remember, this little guy is working overtime, constantly measuring your steering angle. And just like any hard-working component, it can wear out or fail over time. Internal faults within the sensor can disrupt its ability to accurately measure the steering angle or send the correct signals to the computer. This can happen due to age, exposure to extreme temperatures, or even manufacturing defects. Unfortunately, diagnosing a faulty sensor isn't as straightforward as checking for broken wires. It often requires specialized tools and knowledge to test the sensor's output and confirm if it's functioning correctly. So, while visually inspecting the sensor for any obvious physical damage is a good starting point, be prepared to call in the big guns if you suspect the sensor itself is the problem.